Welcome back, everybody. It's Austin again from Mid-Tier Thoughts. So today we're going to be doing a quick and dirty breakdown of my plate carrier setup. I've had some questions about this on my Instagram, just figured I'd answer it here on YouTube. I'm going to show you what I run, why I run, and the philosophy behind it. So let's get started. So the plate carrier I'm running today, guys, this is the Los Angeles Police Gear, or LAPG Atlas. I'm going to try to provide links to most of the stuff that I'm carrying as well in the video if you want to kind of build something else similar. This plate carrier, last time I checked, is around $80-ish. It's under $100. They usually have them on sale every now and then. It's got the laser cut molly. And I'm not sure how well you can see that. We'll kind of zoom in on that here in a little bit. It's got the laser cut molly, and it generally comes with the larger cummerband, or you can get just the straps with just basically just a strap with buckle if you want to run it slick and do it that way. As far as the plates that are inside here, I have the RMA level 4 multi-curve plates. You can generally get the ESAPI plates they sell that are level 4 for about $300 a set. That's front and back. They're roughly between $300 and $350, I think, with shipping and everything. So I got mine on sale one time, and they've been worked out great for me. They are a little heavy, I will admit that, as compared to some of the other plates that are out there. But if you're a little strapped for cash, or if you want something that's affordable but it's going to work out really well, that's definitely the way to go. And there's some awesome reviews out there on some RMA plates to check out. Iraq Veteran 88, actually, 8888 has a really good one. So as far as what's on the carrier, kind of starting top to bottom, we kind of go up here looking at the front. We'll kind of start left to right. So on the left, I have here my radio pouch. I generally run a Baofeng, just one of the UV5Rs. So I don't have it today with me in the pouch. I have it on another piece of kit that I was reviewing earlier. So I do have my radio pouch here. Here I have an Eagle Industries 3x magazine pouch, as well as 3 up front. So I've got these 3 up here. These magazine pouches as well can also hold, these ones up front, they are a little bit thicker. They are from Spectre Gear, and so these will actually hold my G3 magazines as well for my PTR 91 that I've done reviews on this channel before. And this one here will hold 2 of those as well for the 308 magazines. So if I'm running 5.56, I can generally get 6 mags. If I'm running 308, I can get 5 on the carrier itself. So I'd like having at least 5, preferably 6 magazines on the carrier if I'm going to be running that. As well as over here, again, I did a video on this before with some kind of a neat little trick I've learned over the years, is the paint key tied off to some 550 cord, kind of tucked in here on the molly. That's used for pulling bad rounds out of the chamber, or needing to get in there when you can't necessarily get your fingers into your gun and pull something out. Then I have my tourniquet on the side. So as far as my plate carrier goes, it's relatively, we're not really built up all that much. You know, obviously I've got a lot of ammunition on here, but not a lot of extra crap. Then my philosophy behind that is I don't have many scenarios where I'm wearing just this and nothing else. Unlike the chest rig video I did with the Minuteman readiness kit, where that was kind of a grab one and walk out the door, this is just one part of a 2-part system in my mind. So this is part of my first line gear to go with my belt, and we'll go to the battle belt now. So with the battle belt, as we look at it, again, this is designed to kind of go in system with my plate carrier. So with here, generally what I have is I have my Safariland holster off to the side with the leg strap. Now this one happens to be for my Glock 34, but I have the QLS system, so I can swap this out for my Beretta or any of the other pistol platforms I decide to run. Over here, I have my IFAK. This one happens to be from Blue Force Gear. It's one of their trifold ones. I like this because it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. You can pull tab it from either side, rip it out, it folds out. You have a full IFAK with everything that you need in it to be able to get to quickly and use. My dump pouch, this here to be used to gather. I have my dump pouch here, which is used to make sure that I can get to my spare magazines or any empty magazines that I've thrown away, or just fill full of Skittles for whenever I'm out on the range wanting to have a good time. I've got my tourniquet holder here, and like I said, you'll notice I have a tourniquet on the belt and a tourniquet on the carrier. I have them set so they're on opposite sides of my body. One sits right above my left cheek, one sits on my right side, so no matter what hand is grabbing, I can generally get to one of them. So I have 2 tourniquets available. And then I have 3 mag pouches along the side. I'm a little bit thick of a boy, so I can kind of get some more real estate around here, so I can fit 3 different magazine pouches, where some people might only be able to fit 1 or 2. These again are HSGI pouches, so these will also expand, so that way they can fit the 308 magazines in here pretty comfortably as well. They don't have any bungees on the top, but I haven't really had any retention issues with losing these. As well as I have my 2 pistol mags over here, On this side, that right now we're rocking Glock 17 magazines. Again, no strap above, but I haven't really had any retention issues. This belt in particular, I built up with me whenever I did my last deployment. With that, it worked pretty well for me out over there, especially doing a lot of the stuff we were doing. Didn't really run into any issues with magazine retention or anything like that. So I've used this now that when I've come home, and I've really enjoyed it. Really like this belt. The belt itself is an HSGI padded belt. The nice comfort padding on the inside is really nice against your back whenever you're carrying this for a while. And if any of you guys have seen my PTR 91 video, you can go and check that out as well. The main belt for that kit is the same belt, because we do have these belt straps here, these straps for harnesses. So if you do want to run a harness and kind of take the weight off your hips, or to run it as belt kit and build it out further, you can. Some of the things that I don't currently have on here that I'm mixing and matching between different pieces of gear, and I'm always playing with my stuff to kind of see what I like. My canteen is no longer on here. I have it sitting on something else right now. I'm swapping out with a different water carrying system. One thing I do think is huge is no matter what piece of gear you do have some way to carry water on you. It's an often overlooked thing as well. And then the other thing missing is my knife. So my knife is not on here right now because I'm kind of going between two different sets of knives, kind of mixing and matching stuff as we go. So otherwise I would show it on here. All right, guys, big thanks out to 1791 Gun Leather. They sent me out some awesome holsters. Trying these out lately. I'm not a big leather guy, but lately these guys are kind of winning me over. I'm really digging this as a holster for my 19. This is from 1791 Gun Leather. Really nice construction on the leather. Nice little clip there to hold onto your belt. They make these for inside the waistband, outside the waistbands for some of your larger pistols and you FUDs out there. And one of the things I'm really digging right now is their snag mag. So the snag mag is kind of a Kydex magazine holster. Fits nice and easy in your pocket. Super concealable. And away you go. Super nice and easy. There's a link in the description. Check down below to get your awesome stuff from 1791 and see what kind of holsters they got for you. They also got custom holsters for if you got a light bearing or red dot gun as well. If you want to carry in comfort, that's the way to do it. 1791 Gun Leather. Check them out. So one thing I forgot to mention as well is if that is a scenario that I feel like I'm running into where I feel like I do need most of this protection, I'm generally probably going to be rocking a helmet with that. Now, I don't have a high cut helmet or anything super fancy. So one thing I do have is this is just an AOR2 cover over an old PAGST helmet. So this is old school helmet here. I've got a pad system that I purchased and added the pads to the interior of the helmet, if you can see. So cool thing about this is when it comes to getting gear like this, getting helmets, getting certain things like this, nowadays you've got the Mitch helmets or the ACH helmets now that are huge surplus. They've been surplus now for 10, 15 years that you can go out and get pretty affordable for under 300 bucks. I happened to meet a guy on Facebook who had a bunch of military stuff he was getting away of for like 40 bucks. Helmet happened to be included with it. There was actually two of them. I tested out the other one shooting at it and saw that it actually performed pretty well. So even though this is a little older and a little more old school, it's got the old school single screw mount for night vision. It has held up pretty well, and it has been working out pretty great. And aesthetically, if you had an M81 on here, it would be pretty tits. But now that we've kind of covered the kit real quick, what is the philosophy behind this? So behind the Minuteman readiness rig that I showed in the previous video, we saw that with that kit, the idea was one piece of gear I can grab and go, have several magazines, medical supplies, water, whatever basic things I need to go and directly enter into a situation. So this here is based around the idea of just getting into a confrontation. This is not based on sustainment. This is not based on anything else. So with all that being said, again, the idea behind this is something to where I have a large amount of ammunition and a large amount of protection to my body at any given time. If I'm going into a scenario where I feel like it is guaranteed that there's going to be bullets going both ways, and I want to make sure that I have the maximum amount of armor and ammunition for me, this is kind of the kit that I'm thinking about here. More of a direct action setup than some of the other ones that are more grab and go setups or more sustainment minded that we'll show in the future. So just kind of a quick down and dirty rundown of what I run, and if you got any thoughts about that or think that there's something I missed on here or something that you think would be better added, go ahead and drop that down in the comments, see what we think, and I'll see you on the next one.